Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, depending on what time you're listening to this video. I wish you well and I hope you're having a good week, day, month, or year. Karen Stanley here, 14 times published author, writing coach, and hybrid publisher. I wanted to talk to you today about how having a business book can really establish you as a thought leader in your business, but also to do that, how you go about creating a really strong author brand as the author of your business book. It's going to be difficult, really, to distinguish between your brand as a business person and your brand as an author, because if you're writing a business book, the two should really be one and the same. They're intrinsically linked because you are the business owner and obviously you are the author as well. And that's the beauty of having a business book. It's linked so clearly to your goals, to your visions, to your aims, to your marketing strategy, that you won't really be able to see where one begins and one ends. And once you've done your business book, you'll be surprised how much opportunity it can bring to your door. And you'll also probably be wondering why you didn't do it sooner. So thinking about your author brand, the great thing about being a business author is different to if you're going to become a fiction author, then you've got to create that author brand, haven't you? But as a business owner, you've already got your brand. And really, when you write your business book, you've got to think clearly about who your audience are and what your objectives are for that book. Once you've defined that, they should really align with your business objectives, in which case your brand, the brand part, should be almost done. I would not be advising you to write a business book that doesn't align with your goals, visions, or key messages as a business owner, because what's the point of that, really? The whole point of you writing this business book is to promote your business. It is to establish you as an authority in your field, to bring you sort of raised credibility, visibility, authority, position you as a thought leader in your field. So you really do need to define, and I talk about this so much, but you really, really do need to define who are your target audience and what are your main messages and your objectives for your book. When I coach writers, whether they be fiction or non-fiction, I always ask them at the beginning, what are the objectives for this book? What do you want to see this book achieve? Is it to gain more from your business point of view? Is it to gain more followers? Is it to engage your audience? Is it to prospect for future customers? Is it to raise your credibility and visibility? So you see, once you know what your goal is, once you know what your vision is, once you know what you want from this book, then it would be very easy, or easier, I would say, nothing's very easy, but it would be easier for you to establish your author brand and to position yourself effectively so that your book will get maximum exposure and that you'll get the maximum from it. So if you think about your business, your branding as a puzzle, and each little piece of that puzzle is a unique piece of who you are as a business and as a person, and it's just trying to get all of those puzzle pieces fit together. The great thing about writing a book, which is why AI is such a bone of contention for many authors, I'm not completely opposed to AI, but if you want authenticity, if you want people to build that know, like, and trust from you, it needs to come from you. You may get a little bit of help, but it needs to come from you. That message needs to be your personal message, your personal brand of expertise, sharing your personal knowledge. And that's what people will buy into. Let's face it, people buy from people, don't they? You know, why would one person buy I don't know, a Vauxhall Corsa, and one person might buy a Ford Focus? They're both cars. They've both got four wheels. They've both got a steering wheel, but they buy what that car represents to them. And it's the same as why one person might buy, there might be two similar books on the shelves. One, they might have a similar topic, but you'll buy from one because you've identified with that author, because you like their messaging, because you like their values, because you like their ethos. So it's really, really important to get that authenticity and that messaging right for you to have maximum impact. And if you write, you know, from a place of authenticity, from a place of integrity, sharing your knowledge, sharing your expertise, that will further build that know, like, trust experience for your audience, which is really, really important, especially for sustainability, I feel. It's all very well, you could be the, you know, the newest, greatest craze, but if you've got no integrity behind that, if you've got no authenticity behind that, it's going to be very hard to sustain that in the world of business, which I'm sure many of you are aware of. Things like I would be advising fiction authors to think about a website, to think about a logo, to thinking about your imagery. Well, as a business, you've already got that, and your book really should be consistent with that branding. So try to use, you might not use the exact logo on the front of your book. The title of your book may not even have your logo, but it would be nice if your logo is on that book somewhere. And if at some point the colors or the branding could be kept consistent across your business brand, which further streamlines your message across your author brand, if that makes sense. So as a non-fiction writer, you're really in quite a good position because you've got that imagery, you've got that branding, you've got that logo. You might have an idea of your color schemes of how you want your book to look in consistency with your existing brand. The other thing, you can build a website, and particularly a landing page is a great idea for a book launch and for a new book. But you could also put that book onto your own personal website. You see, you've kind of got a little bit of a rung up already, haven't you? You've got all of that created. So the book is just an extra tool that adds to that branding, to that brand message. So rather than you having to create an author brand right from the get-go, right from scratch, use what you've got already and make sure your book is consistent and in line with your current messaging and with your current business branding. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or you'd like to ask me about any of this, then please feel free to get in touch. I love to hear from all of you. If not, I'm holding a webinar, which is going out live on LinkedIn on the 4th of December, which is a Monday evening at 7 p.m. Come along and I'll be talking all things business book writing. I'll be talking about how to create compelling content, how you plan, how you get your book from sort of idea to publication, how you promote your book, how you use it as a marketing tool. It's called the Book Blueprint. Look me up on LinkedIn. I'm Karen Stanley on LinkedIn, and I'd love you to come and join us. The webinar's free, and I'll put a link in the comments so that you can join if you'd like to come and join us. Hope that's been helpful. Good luck with writing your book and keep that message consistent. That's my key advice for today. Take care. See you all soon.